Hey, my name is PolishLynx, welcome to Sunrider Liberation Day! With the addition of Return, and basically we have a saga, 3 endings completed, Ava 2 endings completed, Claude, the secret end completed, Ikari 1 only ending, which is in the game completed, Sola 4 endings for her completed, so 60% of the game. And we have 7 endings left to be done. Obviously I will do it with using the save to make it a bit faster, because we basically know everything, and yeah, we have to go with Sola here, and let's skip because we have the talk, she believes us that we are time travelers and so on. Has some suspicions towards Claude, but still everything went fine. We have to say we don't trust her, because why would we? After all, we didn't know she actually worked for prototypes and so on. Now, and right now we have to save the crewman. And obviously we'll save him. Or her, I don't know. And now we are going to do something we've never done before. So grab the gun and attack the drone. There were still crewmen here, he couldn't back down now. Shields grit his teeth and rolled across the floor, picking up the pistol. He sprayed the drone with bullets before taking cover behind the hallway side. Super there harmlessly bounced off the drone's armor plating, merely drawing his attention to shields. Not enough, huh? But I've got another trick. Remember that the drones used a combination of thermal imaging and optical sensors to target their foes. With raging fires, the drone's thermal sensors were probably fried, and it was mostly likely relying solely on its optics. If he could just put up some smoke and the drone would turn blind. He pointed his gun to a nearby pipe, feeding a flame retardant hose, and took aim. With a carefully aimed shot, he punctured the pipe, causing a stream of white gas to erupt and engulf the drone. Here's my chance. His confidence swelling, Shields leaped out and approached the drone, plastering it with bullets. But now that the hallway was filling with the thick gas, he could no longer see there. Suddenly he was knocked off his feet by the drone's enormous leg. He collapsed to the floor, his ribs painfully cracking. The drone rotated in circles, clearing away the gas. Did the programmers of the drone already see through such a tactic and devise a countermeasure? Shields cursed the fool coder who made such a sadistic AI and desperately looked around for a bigger weapon. Despite his fractured ribcage, he painfully picked himself off the ground. His body flowed with adrenaline. He face down hit a steel automaton like the naked ancient man facing down a panther. He leaped out of the way just as the drone's minigun started spinning, but it was too late. In a moment of disbelief, he fell backwards, as his legs were reduced to the composition of salsa by a torrent of bullets. He could only look up to see the drone approaching him. The last thing he saw was the drone's minigun beginning to spin once more. And we have the first bad ending. Stayed inside the tunnel, this sort of thing wouldn't have happened. What's more, specifically thought you could take on a mechanized hunter drone with just a pistol? I can't believe past officers training like this. Try again, this time by either staying. Okay. What? His recollection was coming back. It was about this time when the pack fleet advanced. What? Oh, so everything happens again. Alright, so that's how it works. Alright, this time we are not going to blow the cover, that's true. So basically we'll wait in here. But unfortunately the drone appears again. And we are going to do something we've never done before as well in this. So escape back into the service tunnel. He wasn't going to be able to do anything against the drone with just a handgun. Their only option was to fall back. Shh. Sheets popped from cover and shot the liquid on G-seed canisters. They erupted in a bright blue mushroom cloud, momentarily distracting the drone. Come on, here's our chance. Sheets opened the gate and only to receive a face full of black smoke. The fire on the other side of the tunnel had spread further than he estimated, but they had no choice. Before the drone could resume fire, Shields pushed Claude in the tunnel and climbed up himself. His eyes immediately seared with pain. He covered his face with his hand and crawled on, completely blind. He had no idea where he was headed, or whether Claude was still even in front of him. Finally he reached a gate. His consciousness fading from oxygen deprivation, he barely managed to spin it open. Instead of salvation, he only came to face with hellfire. He retreated back in the tunnel but could feel his life fading away. He no longer had an idea which direction was forwards, backwards, up or down. All he could see was darkness everywhere. He grasped around with his free hand for a way out of the tunnel, but only felt walls around him. Suddenly he heard the creaking of steel. The source of the fire proving too much for the ship to handle. Piles of steel beams buckled overhead, collapsing the tunnel with shields still inside. He was too weak to even scream when the roof of the tunnel fell down to crush him dead. Alright, this is what you get for running away into the tunnel. You would lead the straight to fire, Captain. I'm sure hope you don't become claustrophobic and ridiculous. Try again, this time by finding the wrong side. But this time we actually have to do something different. And it's here. Ooh. I don't like this. I really don't like what I read right now. Alright, as Ava, I really don't like. I really don't like where this is going. Basically, I've seen the title of this ending. But you know, I should actually expect something bad from seeing that there are bad endings. Save the crewman. And fall back. So we are going to fight it later with an RPG and win. Just in case you are near here. If you want to see what the text is about mostly, so basically all the text actually, check out the previous videos and the best way is to start from the first one, because that way you will get the basic idea how the story goes. We'll just take that risk. And now we are going to try to steal the holo from Claude. The Claude that is in this timeline, because the other one traveled back in time with us. Just a bit of a spoiler from me, but it might be helpful. So basically we get the holo because it has a very important data that well, that little girl, which I don't like at all. Well, I'm referring to it as to a thing already, not as a person. Which? Who? And I lost my thoughts now. Never mind. We are too deep into this already. I will never understand how could one fall for her. Never. I can get there. Alright, now we're gonna have this. It's do or die time. I can't afford to be shot here. Looks like I've got to call Lava Bluff. As Shields was being escorted away by two armored marines, he ducked down and swapped his leg under one of his escort, knocking him off his feet. In a connected movement, he tore the escort's rifle from his grasp as the escort fell and dug the nozzle of the gun into the other escort's helmet like a bayonet. Ava spun around to face Shields as the wall of marines readied their weapons. Shit! Non-letals only! Don't kill! Shields dived as the floor he was standing on a moment ago was pulverized with shock pellets. Fuck, I got to get out of here. He spun back to his feet and bolted down the hallway. Gotta find cover. Shields burst into the crowded mess hall to the surprised looks of the crew. Captain! The crewman's eyes widened when Shields leaped over his table, roughly scattering his tray of roast beef and mashed potatoes across the table. Just then a squad of marines burst in after Shields. Holy! A crewman fell off his bench as the Marines chased after shields, thoroughly smashing the entire table he was previously sitting on into little plastic fragments. Unbelievable! Shields dug behind the table as shock bullets bounced all around him, filling the air with the smell of burning wires. Never thought I'd be hunted down in my own damn mess hall. He held up a large plastic tray like a shield and made his way towards the hallway opposite to where he had entered. I've got to come up with an escape plan. I wouldn't be able to run like this forever. Just as he reached the opposite end of the mess hall, a second squad of Marines poured in front of him. Surrounded. Is this it? Shields couldn't even finish his thought before he was sprayed with shock rounds from every direction. His body convulsed on the floor as alternating electric currents coursed through his muscles. No. Ava. He lost consciousness as the Marines surrounded him. T-minus unknown hours before the Leverstein massacre, unknown hours until that little piece of craft enters the mainstream. Shields came to inside a holding tank in the brick. The entire ship shook and swayed, as if taking kinetic hits from every direction. What happened? The ship had already lost most of its power. Oh, I know where we are. Yeah, nearly throwing Shields off his feet. So basically we are at the end, and probably he's already doing the suicide action. Did the battle already begin? No, wait. This is... A darkness down on him, spreading a black pool of horror throughout his body. Ava crashed in the brick, clutching her bloody stomach. She dragged herself to his cell and punched the cell's door button. She fell immediately as the door opened into Shields' arms. Ava, what happened? He applied pressure to Ava's wound. Shh, I was too late. She's dead, but the massacre still occurred as before. I took a hit from a hunter drone just after I managed to get her. If I had just been a few seconds quicker. Ava, but I thought you were... Heh. I found out that our chief engineer had a backup plan in case her identity was ever discovered. She built a back door into our main reactor so she could shut down the entire ship remotely. I had to stop you from kidnapping her. Before she disabled the ship, it was the only way. No. Shields' face lost all pigmentation. Sweat dripped down his neck. Ava had been on his side this whole time. It was actually him who was wandering towards the trap, and Ava who was desperately trying to stop his mistake. Well, I actually succeeded in this before. I'm doing this just because I need to do this, okay, right now? Then it's just like before. Last time I didn't trust her when she warned me again about that little piece of crap, and now all this happened because I failed to trust her again. No, everything is my fault. I betrayed you again, and now, get out of here. You know the other character she's playing on suicide Machiavelli actual. There's nothing more for you to do here. No, Shields looked down in defeat. Sorry, I should have trusted you. You only realize it now? Yeah. Ava coughed up blood as her eyes lost focus. Oh, she's dead. Idiot. Leave me here. Take her! And save yourself. Take her! Shit. Her body stiffened as her spirit finally left. Well. Shields howled and pounded the floor. You can't. I came back to save everyone. What the hell is the point if you die too? I didn't want this! Tears streamed down his face as he realized that he had merely made the new future even worse. His mission had been an object failure. At least in his own timeline, Ava was still alive. What will happen now? His mind went blank as despair flooded his mind. The voice of his other self echoed through the brick. Today! The Sunrider stood her ground. We did not run, but protected all those who we called dear until we fell into the black night. We did not falter in our defense of our family. Today we perished to save our home. No, in the end, I only failed once more. He closed his eyes as a massive explosion engulfed the entire brick. Everyone, I'm sorry. He felt his body vaporize as the Sunrider collided into Machiavelli actual. The opposite end of the brick came flying towards him as the entire ship compressed from the force of the impact. He died the instant the wall of fire crushed him. Yep, that's how it ends. Messed up, Captain, you made the future even worse than before by killing her. Ava, seriously thought you could escape from a squad of armed Marines by yourself? Forget that you're not the one with superpowers in the story, Captain? Please, after hearing what you just heard, check Claude's ending. Really. Trust me, check it. Try again this time, choose the trust Ava. To trust Ava, sorry. Alright, but this time we are going with another ending, which will actually not be with Ava, but probably will end the same way. So basically a saga, and we skip. Oh my god. I really don't like beta endings. I totally don't like bad endings, but I guess that's not anything weird, right? If that was a bad ending for Shikara, then give me this! I will play all of the endings that are bad for her. But other people don't really deserve when it comes to the crew. Fall back. I think we'll be able to put all the bad endings into one episode, which is good. If it will take under an hour, that will be great actually. Let's take that risk. And right now, actually, we have to decide if we take the holo or no, and we are not taking it. So I guess this is a bad idea after all. And right now we are too deep into this. Let's wait for the choice, right? But yeah. Oh. And where this will go. So this piece of crap woke up. Aris appeared. She's talking bullshit, I mean about that little piece of crap. And we are here. Wait, what? Okay, so this is something that we have seen. Okay, so we don't know the time again. Pays for an unknown time. Finally crumpled down to this small bunk. Where's Claude? Where's anyone? Am I really trapped in here? He tried to estimate how many hours had passed since he had been confined in the brick. Had it been 7 hours? 10? His panic began to get the better of him. But that would mean it's already too late to keep her from entering the mine stream. I had to get out here. Stood and bound the glass, but it was pointless. Let me out here! You're all making a mistake! And nothing. Pounded. Sad face on his bed, his expression blackened. At least 20 hours must have passed since he was captured, meaning he was now too late. What happened outside? Why had nobody tried to rescue him? Had something happened to Asaga, and just where did Claude vanish to? Did Claude simply lose interest in this mission because he got captured? That's it. She only sent me here to watch me struggle. She honestly doesn't give a damn about Asaga or about liberating Syrah. From the very beginning, the only reason she was on the ship was to laugh at my suffering. Now that I've been captured, she just jumped to some other universe. She's probably already found some other space captain to laugh at now. I bet she's already setting to his sickbay, trying to give him a medical exam. She's continuing with this monologue, his mind slowly cracking. I should have known Ava would just go along with that. What bastard she wants. After all she's good for just following orders. Okay, that's not true. How dare you say something like that about Ava? And what happened to Asaga, I wonder? I bet she's still out there, trying to convince bastard shields to let me out. Not like he'd ever listen to that. What was the point of this? In the end, I couldn't accomplish anything. And so the battle happened. The random rumbling of the ship woke Shields from his slumber. What's going on? All of a sudden the ship shook violently, knocking him. Floor, guess final ending. Guess really did mess up. Raised his head to the sound of pounding on the other side of the glass. The cells door opened, and the figure crashed in. And it was Asaga, wounded as well. Alright, so... the massacre, and she was hurt there. Leaned against the cells from clutching her heart. Blood oozed out from the whole size of tennis ball on her stomach. Saga! She collapsed into the cell. Shields rushed towards her and caught her into his arms. You've got to get out of here. Everything happened exactly the way you said. She entered the mainstream and then killed everyone at the victory celebration. I tried to stop her, but the hunter drones got to me first. Shields applied pressure to Asaga's wounds. No, hang on. I'm going to get you out of there. Suddenly more memories played back in his head. No, not again. This is exactly like last time. The ship groaned as it took hits. The other captains tried to stop the Alliance from nuking Sierra now. I tried to convince him that you were the real Cato ships, but he wouldn't listen. What a shitty end. You can barely even laugh at it. Despite everything we worked for, it had to end like this. Asaga breathes grew more ragged as she lost more of her strength. At least, will you kiss the maiden before she... Asaga's eyes began to lose focus. No, Asaga! I can barely see you any. Shields bent down and locked their lips together. Thanks. I've wanted that for... Now, I guess I can be happy. Her body stiffened as Asaga's spirit finally left. Asaga! Shields hollowed and pounded the floor. Again. You can't. I came to save everyone. What the hell is the point if you die too? I didn't want this. Tears streamed down his eyes, realized that he had merely made the new future even worse. Alright, so his vision had been an abject failure, at least in his own timeline. Asaga was still alive. What will happen now? Went blank, despair filled his mind. The voice of his other self on the brick, so that's the same as before. Yeah. Oh, messed up! You made the future even worse than you before betting Asaga killed. I need to find other evidence to get them. Alright, I know I need to pick out the holo to make it correctly there. You don't need to tell me there, okay? I know about it already. I'm just getting the endings to get all the endings. I don't like these endings, but I have to get them, okay? And right now, we are going with... Where is this freaking low? Oh, the save file. Okay, right now we have to choose Sola. Haven't we? No, we haven't. Okay. I don't trust you yet. I don't trust you yet. Sorry. So I guess all the bad endings right now, where we choose the person, will actually show the same result. So the one we choose will actually dies. Not happy about that at all. Fall back. RPG in the use. We'll just take that risk to kidnap that little piece of crap. No, he could just kidnap her, kill her. Yeah, I know it's not really a nice way to end it, but it would be faster. I'm not really a good person, am I not? Without the holo, unfortunately. And right now we are too deep into this now. That's right. And let's see if this will end the way it ended before with the other two girls. So this Shields is talking crap again. Anva is I'm pretty sure telling him that that little piece of crap known as Shigara is a bad person. I'm making mistake. Okay, so that's complaining about Claude again. And now this. We are here, rumbling sheep, slumber. What's going on? Son and sheep violently knocking his head. He crashed on the steel floor. Guess, miss up. And the cell's door on figure rushed in. Captain. So leading against the cell door and with clutching her out. Blood also from a whole size of tiny ball of her stomach. Sola! Collapsed himself, she rushed towards her and caught her into his arms. You must escape. It all came to pass, as you said. She entered my attempt to stop her, but the 100 drones powered me, okay? Shields applied pressure to Sola's wound. No, hang on, I'm going to get you out of here. Suddenly more memories played back in his head, which he couldn't care about less. She groaned as he took hits. Alliance now seeks to destroy the pact fleet as with a new weapon. The Rocket Shields leads a hopeless charge against Machiavelli tried to stop them. Despite my men, I could not convince him to detain that little piece of crap. Failed me, I'm sorry. No, it was big weight. I got captured like this and couldn't help anyone. It will not be long now. Get the lifeboat. I will merely slow down. No, don't worry. I'm going to get you out of here. Yeah, Captain. I did not fear death, for I had accepted what awaited me at the end of my journey. Nothing but darkness. But darkness was replaced with... Sola's eyes grew dim as her breaths became rapt. At least, at the very end, allow me one moment of selfishness. So, don't talk as if this is the end. Cradle me. Envelop me. I wish to feel nothing but your warmth as I fade away. Sola. Shields held Sola to his chest and held her tight. At last. I have you. Her body went stiff as Sola's spirit finally left. Hold and pounded again, and the other one was talking about stuff, so yeah. Looks like you messed up, Sola got killed. I know. To be honest, I wouldn't even probably go with these endings if there wasn't an achievement for getting all of the endings. I know I'm a bit messed up in this point when it goes to this. Okay, Ikari. I wonder if there actually is any bad ending that would kill her. Hopefully not. At least I hope that Ikari will survive, okay? At least one person. And besides, she's my favorite, so you know. For I love all of them, except for that little piece of crap known as Shigara. Save the crewman. I'm still acting like a dick towards her. Well, whatever. Felt bad. What did I click? I'm not sure what I clicked, so... One more time. Now. We are going to use Lynn to make a little exchange there. Try to seal the hollow. And after that we are going back to the point, and this choice will be different. Wait a second. Okay. Alright, and right now we'll have to save actually to later load from this point. It's good there are so many slots, seriously. I could actually delete some of these, but whatever. I am through with being your plaything. Oh, are you going to push Claude? Are you going to call her bad girl? Come at it, Captain, hit me! Tch. Before he could act, Shield suddenly felt as if a 200 kilo wave had been dropped on his back. Huh? Collapsed to the floor, unable to do anything except draw helplessly on the steel tile as all the air escaped from his chest. Tch, Claude! You have to keep entertaining, Captain. Who knows what might happen if I get bored. Claude looked at Ikari, who seemed just about ready to attack. Relax, relax, I wouldn't harm my beloved Captain. A girl can't help wanting to show off a little from time to time. With a snap of her finger, Shields felt the wave lift from him. He picked himself back up. What did you do? When you have an infinite amount of time, you can learn all sorts of ways to manipulate the laws of this universe. I'd rather not use my powers for anything important. It would be pain if I were to accidentally wipe out a universe or two from existence by causing an intended paradox of oneself. Okay. Surely he's practically a god. That's true. At this rate, looks like I'm stuck in the nightmarish box of Claude's miking. And I won't be able to leave until either the massacre is thwarted or I fail. Huh. And she wakes up, and we don't really care about that. Because we've seen this thing. If you haven't checked the previous videos. Because I quite don't feel like damaging my throat on reading again everything. Shit. Secret following caught up to us. Okay, that's never happened. Hasn't happened before. Or it happened actually. Okay. Little piece of crap. Seriously. I would never have hit a woman, but she's so annoying that we would kill her if there was an option to do that right now. Shields faced the doppelganger. Listen, you dump oaf. Alright, that happened before as well. No, but seriously. There is something annoying about Shigara, and I will say that she's the most annoying person in the games I ever seen. Here's someone knock on the holding tank. She looked up to see Karen in the stained glass, fiddling with the ring of brick. After seeing the gate is open. Out of minutes, okay. Alright, that happened as well before. She saved us, he brought us some stuff and so on. And now we have to crawl probably. And something bad will happen. The corners of his block now he's been okay, so basically he was crawling and basically he actually this is the ending that would lead to no. If we made a bit of different choices, it would lead to Claude's ending right now. However, the choices that we made us crawl through the fence and so on, but it was freaking cold there because there is no power, because that little piece of crap turned it off. And we first went through the vents to inform Fontana that the virus is on his ships and he must fight them on, and so on. So basically he has weak firewall. And right now we are coming back, but it's freaking cold and, well, everything is frozen and so on, and something impelled up on the spike. Okay, we've got here exposed a final pitiful breath as of air before darkness descended upon him. Someone. Shield gasped for help, his corpse ebbing away on the floor of the frozen corridor, but nobody answered his call. His arms loped to the ground as he lost consciousness. Not a soul came to Shield's rescue as his body gradually lost all of its heat. The man's tunnel became Shield's icy grave as his body finally gave out. By the time ship's secretary found him, his body was nothing more than a block of frozen flesh. Yeah. You made a very pivotal mistake here. You chose not to trust poor Claude when she worked day and night to bring you back into this timeline. Well, I can't even look at you anymore! Go back to when you kidnapped that piece of crap and choose to trust me instead. Then maybe I'll help you. Yep. Another ending. We are too deep into this now. Okay. So there's the choice I've made before, so yeah, let's continue. Let's jump through everything. Oh, that piece of crap awakened again. Seriously, there's something annoying about her. How do you put it? Never trust Shigara? Oh, that would be too easy. And you know. Warning, seriously, yeah. Appa is on our side as always, however. Not fully, kind of, well, whatever, never mind. Alright, so Ikari saves us again. Now we are crawling again through the vents. And I guess we somehow succeeded. Okay. Alright, now we are crawling back, but it is problematic. And okay. Okay, something bad happened again. Alright, and Claude saved us this time, so it's good. And this side we had a free groping. Yes, we were allowed to grope these enormous boobs. Again, actually, because that happened before in Herwood. Restore the power in the engineering. KK. So here we are. Ikari on the end. Okay, okay. Okay, where this is going? The ship shook. Okay, okay. Captain suddenly. Okay. Ikari shields. Ikari run. You idiot. No, no, no. Wait. Come back. Eh? She's heard plank in terror. Ikari jumped across the chance of Jack Steel and Wearing. If she couldn't make. Alright, let's go with this because that's something different. Yeah, thanks. Ikari, how do we restore power? The reactor, there's an internal control. You need to swap your command ID. Okay, that's the same inside the reactor. You heard me right. Shh. The ship took another hit. Sheets tumbling to the floor. Suddenly the floor underneath him began to crack. Oh shit. The ship bent as it took a hit to its frontal underbelly, violently shoving its neck upwards. Shields rolled out of the way moments before a massive seam split the floor of engineering in half. In horror, he saw a cross-section of the ship below him as the entire room cleaved in two. Captain! Ikari. He could barely stand up before the floor simply crumped away from around him. He backed up against the wall and looked for a way around the enormous crevice now running through engineering. Suddenly the piping running along the walls burst, spraying him with superheated vapor. Ah! Shields collapsed to the floor in agony. The skin of his arms peeled off by the steam. Shh! He saw Ikari running towards him, intending to leap across the chasm to rescue him. No! Don't! Eh? Shields heard plank in terror as Ikari jumped across the chasm of Jack Steel and Waring. If she couldn't make the distance, she would surely fall over 30 meters and be impaled against the nest of broken steel rods. Using all of her effort, she somehow landed on the other side and rolled back to her feet. Ikari ran to him, concerned for Shields' health, the only thing in their eyes. How bad is it, Captain? You idiot, you shouldn't have come for me. Shields grimaced as he held his burnt arm, now nothing more than a mess of blood and charred muscle. Shit, forget getting to the reactor. Only way to treat this is to get you to sickbay. No, we've got to restore power first. I'm not gonna die from a burnt arm, but we are all going to die if there is no power. No, wait! But before Ikari could finish, she was enveloped in white flesh. What? Shields looked on her helplessly as the wall in front of him vanished in a massive fireball. Behind the wall was nothing but a massive black void. Space. No! All the air rushed out of engineering in an instant through the massive hole which all a nightmare ascendant just blew into the ship. Shields gasped when his mouth involuntarily opened and violently expelled all the air from his lungs. Suddenly everything was silent. He could no longer even scream as he and Ikari were sucked out of engineering and into the vast, empty sea of space. Everything spun, In a surreal moment, he saw the battle-scarred Sunrider from the outside. She was completely ruined, her proud hull punctured with craters, her frontal section now completely missing, nothing more than a mass of twisted black steel. Shield screamed for Ikari, but no words came from his mouth. For a moment, Ikari stared at him, her eyes wide with terror. A moment later, her flesh bloated like a grotesque corpse, as all the dissolved oxygen in her bloodstream reached boiling point and turned to gas. Her body exploded in a massive spray of frozen blood and guts in front of his face. Seriously. God damn it! They went and did it, didn't they? They had to kill my favorite girl in the freaking worst way possible. He couldn't even react, as a fraction of a second later the same thing happened to him. Oh, what a gory end you met there. Explosive depressurization sure is a gnarly way to go. If only you had restored power sooner, then you wouldn't have ended up like this. Next time avoid getting captured by ships agree, so don't waste time locked up in the brig or find a way to reach the back up, come faster. I know. Alright! Sunrider, Liberation Day, return, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this. 100% complete, which is nice. It took... actually... not so long. Alright, that was really nice and enjoyable. As long as the endings were the happy endings. The other ones weren't that great for anyone actually, so yeah. But they really went and killed her that way. I can't stand this. Alright. That was, as I said, Sunrider Liberation Day Return, which is an after story. And well, from now on we are waiting for more, right? Hopefully. I will actually not volley, but I wonder if there will be another addition, expansion to the Liberation Day, or do we have to wait for another Sunrider eventually appearing? Well, one or other option is good, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, for now, this would be it. Hope you enjoyed it, the whole series, obviously, and Sunrider Academy surely coming soon as well, because I need to play this game as well, finally. I was waiting too long to actually move to this title as well, so yeah. Alright, once again, hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.